Judges cause parental alienation. Judges cause parental alienation. With trial by jury, parental alienation would probably be of little concern. You wouldn't hear about it. Whenever custody is questioned, a jury should decide, not a single judge. A jury of your peers is less likely to deny either parent equal parenting time. This will cut down on family breakups because people will realize that a single judge, who's an attorney, a barbarian union member, prone to create work for fellow barbarians, would not be deciding on custody. Parents who don't play nice, who don't cooperate with the other parent, or who belittle the other parent, will have to answer to a jury and risk losing parenting time. You see, if we had real courts that followed the law, the Bill of Rights, judges couldn't get away with terrorizing families, ignoring the Constitution. It would not be okay for them to do it. We could see them. Courts need to be live streamed. They can only do what they do, these a-holes, because they have secret hearings. In other words, instead of judge-created parental alienation as we have now, it would be parents alone who will be to blame for alienating the other parent. It's harder to bribe a jury than a single judge. And juries are not made up of attorneys, I would presume. So when you got a barbarian judge deciding on a case that's going to affect the employment of other barbarians, he's going to be prone to create more work for them. He's in their union, the bar. A lot of his good friends are there representing the victims, us. Attorneys and judges have no financial incentive to provide peaceful resolutions. They intentionally create and perpetuate litigation, arguing for or ordering unequal custody awards to generate attorneys' fees and more federal funding. Unequal custody orders drive the family destruction industry. Judges who issue those orders against fit parents commit felonies every time. They're felons. They're traitors, these guys. They belong behind bars, if not hanging from a rope. Treason. Judges who issue those orders against fit parents commit felonies every time. They must be prosecuted under U.S. Code Title 18, Section 242 for deprivation of rights under color of law, acting as a judge but without the authority, the jurisdiction, the power to do so, to do acts they're not entitled to do. The current system has replaced trial by jury with court-ordered psychological evaluations, which requires less work for judges than impaneling a jury, meaning courts are a large source of income for psychologists. Therefore, it is not surprising that the APA, American Psychological Association, has not recognized parental alienation for the DSM, the Diagnostic Statistical Manual, psychologists use to unscientifically pin labels on people. It's a joke, the DSM. According to them, I'm mentally ill. I have, what is it called? defiance, authority, defiance disorder, whatever it is. In other words, if you dissent from what the government's doing, you're mentally ill. So I'm mentally ill. So you better not watch this, folks. And it really does not matter if the APA fails to do so if we have trial by jury, because PA would be much less likely to happen. You know, if you want to, I started out in college as a psychology major. I learned enough about it to know that it's all mostly theoretical, except for like physiological psych, deals with the brain. Okay, fine. And but mostly it's a pseudoscience. It's sort of like a religion. It replaces the religion takes the place of religion for a lot of people. And the psychologists are like secular priests. I have an article on under my notes section in Facebook. Check that out. But so instead of worrying about APA recognition of parental alienation, we should focus on demanding trial by jury. The law of the land guaranteed by the Amendments 6 and 7 of the Bill of Rights. As our founders realized, it is better to trust a jury of one's peers than a single judge.